Hello and welcome to the channel. Gavaxman Spins with a little thread video that's just kind of popped up in my feed. So I think it was originally set by Christian at a front to back vinyl. I knew I was going to say that the wrong way around. So not back to front, front to back vinyl. That's Christian. Hope you could follow that. And I came across this via David Atkinson's thread. So thank you to Dave for highlighting this thread. So you can probably tell by the scarves, it's got a little bit cold. Don't worry, my central heating isn't broken. This is actually the winter thread. So we're going to show 6 records. I'm going to do a bonus 7th, more of which later, which are all around the winter theme, and it will be Christmas song free almost. But the first one, now, if there's an album cover that makes me think of winter, this is the one. And this is a little bit of a nod to Dave, because Dave, for some reason, seems to think I don't like Genesis. I don't know where he's got that from. So I'm going to show The Wind and the Wuthering. They're kind of kind of almost a forgotten album, isn't it, really? But it's not a bad one, this one, actually. But look at that lovely wintry bleak cover. There you go. So you know, some might say the best thing about the album is the cover, but that wouldn't be me. But there you go. That's that one's for Dave, the Mighty Genesis. Now, one band I saw live, I have done a video all about this album, because this is the vinyl album that back at the end of the 80s came out actually in the winter. Drove me to the CD format, because I bought 3 copies of this on vinyl from Woolworths and I had to return them all. And in the end, the only thing they could give me was the CD. And that was the first CD I ever had. So the band is All About Eve, again a lovely wintry cover. But the last track on side 1 is called December, which I think once you hit December, and this video will go out on the 1st of December, that's proper winter, isn't it then? But not a bad album, actually. I particularly like the first song, Road to Your Soul, which I think was the opening single. I saw them live on this tour. Good band, All About Eve. So if you like a bit of folky goth rock, which is getting cold, that one's for you. Now, here's an interesting one. So we were kind of advised not to put Christmas songs in this, but one of my all-time favourite Christmas kind of movies, is it a movie? It's about 30 minutes long, is the Snowman cartoon, Addy Jones and all. But no, you don't need Addy Jones warbling along in the background. What you want is Richie Blackmore, because believe it or not, in 1983 is this album, or 84? 83. The almost closing song, track 9, or the 4th track on side 2, is a cover of The Snowman. And that's actually the first time I heard that music was from this. When I saw The Snowman, I was like, they're ripping off Richie Blackmore. But there you go. So Richie covered said song on Rainbow's Bent Out of Shape. Right. Now, if nothing makes me think of winter more than anything, it is snow. And this album has a wonderful gatefold, because look at that snow. And if anyone remembers the video to New Year's Day by U2, you'll remember they were lolloping about in the frozen landscapes on horses and stuff, looking quite cool. Slight Echo and the Bunnymen rip-off, I think. But great album. That's that one. Sadly, they still haven't done any kind of vinyl reissue of this. It'd be nice if they could do like a nice red, or maybe a white vinyl, red one side, white the other. Could it be done? Mixed. Anyhow, that's what U2 need to do with this album. This is one of my favourite U2 albums, actually. The first side is absolutely banging, and the version of New Year's Day on the album is quite long. So there you go. But yeah, so in winter, what comes after winter? New Year's Day. Now, winter, the thread was think of things that remind you of winter. Well, the Rolling Stones actually did a song on Goat's Head Soup. This is the Carnaby Street red vinyl edition. Goes for a bit of money, these do. But there's a couple of epic ballads on this. There's Coming Down Again, but there's also Winter, which is like a perfect kind of hangovery, hazy kind of song. I suspect that they were a bit worse for the wear when they wrote that one. But Goat's Head Soup, Rolling Stones, Winter, one of their best songs. And this is a really underrated album, I think. It got a bit of a love when it got reissued. So good album. From 1973, I think that one is. Right, now if you're going to talk about the Stones, by law, you have to mention the Beatles. So look at the scarves on that. That's definitely a winter shot, isn't it? And that, again, for some reason, this album always reminds me of winter, and that is, of course, Beatles for Sale, which gets a bit of a kicking because it's probably the one that Beatles fans always vote as one of their weakest. I think After a Hard Day's Night, which was all Beatles originals, they plonked a load of covers on this, but the original songs are wonderful. No Reply, I'm a Loser, 8 Days a Week, some cracking songs on there. But the covers are a little bit, on some of them, on the weak side. Mr. Moonlight's the one that everyone always slags off. I quite like that one, Scott. But there you go, good vocal from John. So that's the 6. But I said, you can't do a winter video without showing at least one Christmas song. So for me, there are pretty much 2 songs that you can listen to all year round because they're that good. They don't have to have a place only in December when they're everywhere. So one is by the Pogues, the other one is by John Lennon. So I think you have to have a mention for Happy Christmas, War Is Over, because that, I think, for me, is one of those eternal songs that you can listen to that all year round. So that's my bonus Christmas pick to fill out the winter, because Christmas and winter, are kind of synonymous. It does bring me neatly, because this is a bit of a plug. So I received this through the post, War Is Over, and there's a YouTube premiere, I think, on the 1st of December of a short kind of animated film by the Lennon estate. Sean Ono Lennon's done it, I think, and it's called War Is Over, and it's like, I think it's won some awards and stuff like that. But a nice little card from the Sean Ono Lennon, nonetheless, suggesting I kind of publicise that, and I think that drops on the 1st of December as well. So there you go. I've done my bit for the Lennon camp. They really need it from me, don't they? But that's the winter thread over and done. You'll have noticed, if you're watching this and you've got to the end, there were no adverts. This channel has no mid-roll adverts, so because they're a bit annoying, aren't they? So I've done that. So adverts won't be at the start or the end. Thank you for watching. Gav Axman Spins, over and out. I'm off to get another scarf, a hat, and a jumper.